Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls Remastered. Let me just get my little bit of help back there. So we've just taken down, let's see if the scale is. Let's go ahead and take on, well first we gotta kill the wolf before we can go to the Four Kings. Let's see. We could go to the Painted World. I think I ran through there without killing her really fast. Nah, it feels pointless. There's nothing I can really get there that I want, you know? Let's see, we can go to... Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill Sif. Or sorry, make Sif teleport away, for those who really like that mod. But yeah, last time we were talking about Dark Souls boss fights and like kind of their design and stuff like that. And I was talking about how much I love the Dark Lurker and think it's literally one of the my favorite fight overall is the Fume Knight. But Dark Lurker is, in my, like, the most well-designed fight, in my opinion. And it's kind of a shame you have to do so much to see him, but it's also kind of cool that you have to do so much to see him. You know, you have to find these 3 hidden areas just to unlock a Covenant, and then that Covenant requires that you get through these dungeons, and they're all really hard. And they actually use the darkness mechanic of Dark Souls 2 to decent effect. Not the best effect, but to decent effect. And after you do all that, then you unlock the dungeon with the Dark Lurker. And he a bitch. But fair. I mean, from now on, whenever I fight a boss in this game, I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm really doing. Because most of the time there's a pretty easy to understand like safe spot with bosses, which it's not even really hard to figure out. A lot of them are places that you kind of instinctually go to. Like with Sif, I'm probably just gonna be running underneath his legs. Let's use a dry finger just in case I happen to get invaded on the way there. I should also switch to the wolf ring because one ring doesn't really do anything for me here. But yeah, like, instinctually, you want to get underneath the dog because you see him swinging out in front of him. And so, obviously, that doesn't seem to be a safe place. You try to get underneath him. And, like, you know, like bosses, your instinct is to get behind them and stuff like that because it's hard for them to hit you there. Ow. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know, if I start talking to you, I think they leave me alone. Yeah. They, like, leave you alone when you start talking to them. And, you know, Quelaag, the safe spot for Quelaag is a bit harder to find. Quelaag is also, like, the only boss that actually punishes you for getting behind her and hitting her there, because she has this little, like, flamey butt flop move or whatever. Sounds weird. But it does a ridiculous amount of damage to you, and it's really quick, so it's hard to avoid. It usually one-shots people from what I've seen. But, yeah. But, I mean, Quelaag, the trick for her is literally just stand at the side of her spider head, because when she turns, it'll just push you and keep you out of range of all of the attacks. It'll basically keep you pushed off to safety, and it's kind of funny. You can just kind of stand in a little shoulder hump and just spam R1 for the most part. There's a few times you'll need to get out, but they're usually really slow attacks to give you plenty of time to get out of there and stuff like that. And I know this is like, well, obviously it seems easy to you, Mike. You have all this boss knowledge and stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff I found out, like, in my first or second playthrough, and it's kind of instinctual. Look, he's swinging all he can, but he can't do anything with me down here. Look. I'm not even gonna dodge. Hey, look, he missed. Cool. Fucking hardest game ever, right, guys? And again, I know my damage is off the chain, but when you're at this high of a playthrough, you're kind of supposed to be. Because, you know, enemies get stronger with each edition of the game, plus it only makes sense that you keep leveling. It's only when you put it... And I know there's like the, well, soul level 120s. Yeah, but that's an arbitrary player enforced restriction, which even then I can make this build work at that level. The damage wouldn't quite be as high, but you don't need any points to make power within work. And I can have a 27 strength and, I can have a 27 strength, 40 dex, 30 faith build that I can get at around 120. It might be like 130. The only thing I'd really be missing is I'd just have less equipment load, but this amount I had right here worked at 40 endurance. I get to change it to a crest shield and save some equipment load. You know, the attunement would be lower, but all I would need is one sunlight blade and one power within, so that's literally only 12 attunement. I can have vitality be 40 and be just fine. Like, I can easily make this build work at a low level, so it's not because I'm a higher level. Hell, I've had this build on, back on, PS3. And I think in the Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition on PC. And I had it at, like, 120. Or 130. I can't remember which, but it was one of those. So that's not it. Oh, the elevator's down. Well, I'm glad I slowed down. Didn't just fall in like a doof. Let's go ahead and put Transient Curse there. I mean, honestly, I feel like the thing that makes the game harder than anything else is the fear that the game is hard, not the game actually being hard. Because when you feel like you gotta be overly careful and not aggressive, you tend not to run to those enemy, like, safe spots that would normally come naturally if you weren't kind of afraid of approaching them. I see that all the time. I'll see people try to go wide around the boss with their shield up. Like, they'll try to circle around behind rather than getting right in their face. But right in their face is usually the safest spot. Going around behind is also a safe spot. It just takes longer, so you don't get as many attacks in it as if you would if you were to just get right in their face. I mean, I argue a day in and day out that Dark Souls isn't really that hard, but, you know, everyone thinks I'm just trying to stretch my gamer dick, but that's not it. I am not the best at video games. I have a niche genre that I am good at. Which, I mean, admittedly, Dark Souls is one of them, but I'm not that good at it. I'm good at the PvP, because, I don't know, I find tactics that kind of hard counter the most popular stuff that are generally kind of easy to do, and I just use that like crazy. Hence the counter backstabbing. Like, all you need for that is just good timing. Anyone can counter backstab if you have good enough timing. I'm glad I forgot that I had the wolf ring on and never took it off. Oh god, no. No. Also, I don't need the dried finger on right now because I don't think you can actually get invaded until you get rid of the water. Because, you know, you need to have a boss available. Oh god. Oh, there's more? Okay. Honestly, this is the best part about having a log. Dealing with those fucking ghosts. You know, what's funny though is a lot of the PvE stuff outside of bosses is generally the harder parts of the game. Like the ghost there, man. I came prepared and they still almost fucked me up because you got swarmed. I mean, it's mainly because I rushed through the area. Oh, did he already? Did I really lower the water? Wait, did he give me the key? I wasn't paying any attention. I think I did lower the water. Yeah, I totally lowered the water and then I left. So I didn't have to bother with any of that. Oh man, I wasn't paying any attention on my way here. Damn. Could have ignored all that. Oh yeah, was it because I wanted to get like the very large ember or something? I mean, I think I already gave it to what's his face. Oh yeah, in fact, there's the boss room right there. Well, yeah, well, let's see if we can we make this drop? Yes, we can. Let's just do that then. Lost time in one area, save time in another. Works out for me. Gotta make sure we put on the Special ring of not dying. And slap on Havel's armor, which is generally kind of easy to find even in a blind playthrough. As long as you at some point became aware that fake walls existed, I cannot picture anyone going in that room and not thinking, maybe I shouldn't hit this one. That's because the challenge is for more stamina. And let's be full scum and just straight up get the falchion. Actually, would that even actually be better? Hold on. Like 410 with that. 411 with well, I think the longsword uses less stamina for swing because I think the falchion got a nerf at one point in this game. I think the longsword would actually be better for me. Just get to the platform. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Just don't hit something on your way down by accident, and you're fine. Oh, transient curse, son of a bitch. Won't let me have the, well, I'll kill one of the kings, and then the downtime I'll use another one. Get that head on. For some reason, it doesn't do any stability damage whatsoever. Jesus, this is a lot of stamina damage. I might better one-hand it just to use less stamina. Let the buff do the majority of the damage. I still have transient curse up, don't want to use that. And I am in no danger, lol. Wait, a medium roll? Oh, I'm medium rolling in all this Havel, wow. I mean, you could fat roll on this and still be fine, of course. Mainly because I'm not really doing much dodging. Oh, jeez. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Just heal through everything. Cool, I got him in 3. Also, keep in mind that a lot of people play through this game without upgrading their armor that much. And they're still just fine. And it actually does make a pretty noticeable difference when you upgrade the armor. Oh man, I'd much rather spend the souls on leveling up your armor than your health. Just because statistically speaking, it's objectively better. Just because you know, if you increase your health, then you also need to go through more Estus to heal up the damage that you take, because you're taking more damage. You have a bigger damage threshold before you die, but because you're taking more damage, you're gonna have to go through Estus more, and you'll run out of Estus sooner. If you just have more defense, you effectively have more survivability all the same. I don't know which one's actually more, like, helps your survivability more, but you would be going through less Estus to heal the damage that you take, because you're taking less. Plus, it doesn't increase your level, so you can invest those points somewhere else if you wanted to, while it's still cheap. I can level up, right? Oh yeah, I can level, like, twice. More endurance? I'm thinking more endurance. Yeah, more endurance. I think we can just straight up kill Gwyn now, but is there anything I'm really missing that I really want to get? I know one thing I want to get. Probably one of the most important things of all. I bet you're eager to see what it is. You'll probably understand what it is the closer I get to it. You know, I bet the township would actually have some PvP. I mean, I am about to end this episode, in just a moment. So maybe I'll try to get some PvP done in the township before killing off Gwen in the next episode. It'll also give me a chance to actually check if there's anything I actually missed. Did I go to the, did I go to Undead Asylum and get that Titanite slab there? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm getting a Titanite slab. That's why I'm going here. Like the most valuable thing in the whole game. Ow. Dick. I wonder if one heavy attack will be enough to kill him. Or maybe a thrusting attack. Oh god. He's the dodgiest son of a bitch ever. Just spam the victory. He was harder than most of the bosses I fought today. No, I've taken objectively more damage from them than a lot of the bosses, so technically yes. Ah. And now we haven't shot Calamite down, but I can pop on in and say hi and get a slab. Hopefully I haven't gotten it yet. He's not doing that thing where he flies up. Oh, I think the chest is open. Hold on. I might have already gotten it. Yeah, it's open. Okay, I already got it. My bad. Mobby. Well then. I guess we'll go through the painted world of Ariamis real quick. I mean, I generally do think I should make a walkthrough. When I have more time, I'll make like a true walkthrough of Dark Souls 1. Not the thing that a lot of people do where they call their Let's Play a walkthrough. Well, you'll see how they beat the game, just mimic their strategy. That's not a walkthrough. If that's called finishing your Let's Play. Finishing a Let's Play doesn't make it a walkthrough, it just means you finished your fucking Let's Play. Right, I already took the shortcut. But I didn't kill her. If I recall, I ran right past her. That's why the top of the dragon's missing. I already killed it. What? Oh, right. That sound happens automatically whether he's dead or not. And once you go on the bridge, it's weird. The sound of the dragon getting up is not tied to the dragon. It's tied to the a section of the bridge that you walk onto whenever you've loaded into the area. Kind of weird. Flawed game design, Miyazaki. What's wrong? Did I just get a save because I'm getting invaded? No. I just got a save because why the hell not? Alright, you just wait right there. Alright, I'm ready. Yeah, I decided to go with the strongest that I got from the first one. Oh, she's right there. Oop. Now to not die on the way back. Might as well also kill the firekeeper around here. Well, I mean, why not? I hear one of them getting closer to me. Oh, I also need to make sure I grab Power Within before I complete the playthrough. I want to have like multiple stacks of that and Sunlight Blade, and just run through every area with Power Within and Sunlight Blade just always on. You know, for the lulz. He's like, I don't know how to get back now. Oh god! I'm going to go to the bonfire down here first. Oh wait, this leads to the painted world thing, right? Yeah, I need to push it down further. Fuck it, I'll take her on. Who needs safety when you have fucking one-shot parries? I mean, come on now. Like, especially if I can get to her while I still have power within on. Nope, there it goes. Alright. Can I sneak up on her? She sees me.
But how? This man is a threat, Master.
Alright, let's see. Which one of these Firekeeper souls is yours? You can't have two of them. Don't know why they have to be listed as a unique item. Analana, there we go. There's 5 humanity. But yeah, I've said a lot of, you know, I've been shit-talking Dark Souls 1 and stuff like that a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great game. I wouldn't be playing through it on, like, New Game Plus 3 when the remastered, or, no, this is like Plus 4 or 5 at this point, since the remaster came out, if I wasn't enjoying myself. The main thing I think bothers me about this game is people think it's a fun, cool game, and they'll try and rationalize themselves why it's fun and cool with like logical reasons when there's not really one. This game is just fun and cool. There's a lot of fuck ups with the game's design. There's a lot of bad aspects of the game's design, but there's also a bunch of good ones too. And those good ones are the ones that matter to people, and the ones that are the most important, frankly. Like the whole idea of the invasion system is a cool, unique mechanic that really added a lot to the game. Whereas there's a lot of horribly designed bosses in terms of mechanics and enemies and stuff. And plus, you know, you get the nostalgia of this being a lot of people's first Souls game they played. The thing that always bothers me is when they try to, like I just said, like they try to rationalize it as something else. Like, well, this guy is designed perfect and all that stuff, and et cetera, and this is perfect. And it's like, it's not. Other Souls games have done it better. Hell, I mean, there's a lot of aspects where Dark Souls 2 is just straight up better than the other Souls games, but people rationalize that as being the worst game because they feel it's less faithful, and they'll say like, "Oh, it's a good game. It's just a bad Souls game." No, it's a Souls game, and it's a damn good one. Like again, you know, it has the Dark Lurker, it has the Fume Knight, it has really cool areas. The only thing it really lacks is area connection continuity, or you know, areas don't connect well. That's all. That's really the only downside it has. Oh, and Soul Memory. Soul Memory was a great idea, but they should have based it on levels and not your souls. But it did allow for me to have a lot of fun before they added a shit ton more tiers by making a high-level character and just decimating people, and that was really fun. So, you know, I mean, as much as, you know, like, Soul Memory is obviously flawed, but it had aspects of it that I loved, and it made it a fun and unique time for me that the other Souls games couldn't bring until they changed it. Fucking hated that. And that's a perfect example I was talking about, where, like I said before, I hate when people praise Dark Souls 1 for things that aren't necessarily real, or things that have been done better by other games. Soul Memory Dark Souls 2. Good idea, and I had fun with it, but it's not a good system. Like, flat out. I can acknowledge that. Power stancing was cool. It was a bit lackluster, but it was better than the dual wielding mechanics of Dark Souls 3, which is literally just glorified two-handing, but with slightly different animations, etc., etc. You actually have more flexibility with Dark Souls 2 1. But yeah, I'm gonna save the Dark Souls 2 comparison to other Souls games rambling for like another episode, because I need to end this one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and if you like the video, be sure to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to leave a comment, tell me what your favorite Souls game is and why. I mean, like I said, as much as I dislike people praising Dark Souls 1 for things that aren't real, I'm not saying that can't be your favorite game. I totally understand that being your favorite game. As well as any of them. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, even Bloodborne. Even though I shit on Bloodborne a lot, I personally think it's fucking terrible. But I'm clearly in the vast minority because everyone thinks that's like the next coming of Jesus game. I have my reasons for disliking it. I felt like a lot of mechanics kind of didn't mesh well with each other, and it kind of ended up feeling like a mess, and a lot of mechanics in the game didn't really feel like they had much purpose. But I'm getting ahead of myself in that. That's a discussion for another episode. Tell me what your favorite Souls game is, or if Bloodborne's your favorite. And don't forget to include Demon Souls. That game was awesome. I'm probably going to talk about all these games in comparison to each other in the next episode. So get ready for Mike's unpopular opinion episode, which I guess was also this episode, because, I mean, you know. Dark Souls 1, great game. Tons of flaws. Wish people would acknowledge them more, because acknowledging flaws equals, hopefully, better sequels, assuming the devs are listening. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.